This morning, there are more than 2,500 new cases of coronavirus in Bexar County. It's just one of the reasons San Antonio's Mayor Ron Nirenberg is calling on President Biden for more than one stimulus check. Erica Zucco joins us now with more on the letter he and other mayors, Erica, sent to the president.
Yeah, Barry, as you know, we have heard a lot about another stimulus check potentially coming, maybe more than one stimulus check. But what they're asking for in this letter would be recurring checks every month for, quote, the duration of this crisis. He signed on along with another 33 mayors onto this letter that essentially asks for that guaranteed income. Now, it notes that nearly half of households are having trouble paying bills or affording rent or mortgage, and criticizes the conditions workers are facing as they risk health and safety, or in some cases, jobs that don't pay enough. That letter was sent in conjunction with Mayors for a Guaranteed Income, which advocates for monthly cash payments to create an income floor. But this letter is focused specifically on pandemic response.
People are hurting, and they're going to need relief until this pandemic comes under control. So what we've called for is some recurring relief for residents who are most in need.
And the president does have plans in the works for stimulus checks, but Congress would have to approve those first. Back to you.